America, England, and all the small countries that are actually offshore oil rigs. I'm Chloe Fisher, everyone's favorite ginger, because nobody likes Brian. Today, because Fox decided to cut funding on the only show that has actual facts, and doesn't have its head in the dirt or is waterlogged in pathetic conspiracy theories, we have to present a show about the N-word. Now, so that I don't have to keep talking about things that could probably get me fired, here are your co-hosts, Ben and Ethan. Do you guys have any fun facts about today's topic?
No. I wouldn't call them fun, considering that thinking about them makes me want to jump off of a bridge. However, I do have some knowledge.
I doubt it.
About this topic.
Just read the facts, Ethan.
I swear to God, if you make me read these facts, it will be the death of this show.
We're supposed to be doing something somewhat informational. Would you please just read the facts?
You sold your soul to the network producers, didn't you? No, she's not a natural ginger. She still has something to sell.
Of all the people in the world, I had to get stuck with you two.
Fine, I'll just read the list. Huck Finn is commonly viewed as the classic American novel. Isn't this fun, kids? Many public libraries have banned the novel from their collections due to the controversy. Some people refer to it as trash, somewhat like how people refer to this station. Many people believe that the commonly used N-word is considered racist and un-American to be used in a novel. Twain uses phonetic spelling in the novel to capture the speech of the time's black people. This is so much fun. Are you guys having fun?
You can keep going. You're doing well.
The characters are displayed differently, especially with obvious variations in education. The literary tradition that Twain uses in the novel is called picaresque. I didn't know you knew such big words. Which means a rogue is used as the hero. Twain also incorporates a variety of American family situations. So many big words. College students are also given the big question concerning the N-word for debate topics. And surprise, surprise, Huck Finn is being banned in schools.
You were right, Ethan. I am going to jump off a bridge.
Why don't you drive off the bridge? Let me get my in-laws. I wouldn't want to waste a seat.
You're married. Is she blind?
No, he's deaf.
Anyways, back to the real topic. We first need to discuss different opinions of the novel, The Adventures of HuckleBerry Finn.
I have a letter here from Jim Bob from Georgia, but I don't speak redneck, so Ethan's going to read it.
I heard that this was the topic on your show, and I was intrigued by it. I had just finished milking the cows and started heading back to the house. As I walked, stroking my blonde mustache, I realized that it should stay in the book. I think and I thunked that he wrote it how people talked. He used what fancy smancy smart Yankees upstate call dialect. I think it needs to stay in the curriculum. There are about 3 more pages of this, and I think he wrote it on a newspaper, which makes it hard to read. Can we send Jim Bob some real paper?
They haven't even replaced the coffee filter since I started working here. There is no way we're sending him paper.
Would you like me to read the rest of it?
No.
Just give us your best summary of what he says in the last few pages.
He's talking about how to birth cows, and I think he asked you out.
Oh, okay, next letter.
Yeah. This one's from a student from Yale who thinks that the novel should be altered for educational purposes. It says, I think Huckleberry Finn is a piece of trash. It's completely racist and un-American. It quite disgusts me, actually. It's too offensive and crude to be exposed to young adults. Many developing students aren't mature enough to handle the context of the book with its foul language and such. We shouldn't be poisoning children's minds with this garbage. It will brainwash them into acting the same as those during the Civil War. I'm a strong believer that someone who hears or reads certain language will in turn begin to use it. Sort of like how dogs are able to learn from observing other dogs. If they're exposed to something for long enough, it'll absorb into their minds as being normal. For the sake of the students' innocence, they have to take the novel out of the curriculum and their libraries.
And we have one last letter from an actual educated person with a rebuttal to the Yale student's opinion. Ethan, would you do the honor?
It's an honor? Anyways, I think the novel is a classic piece of American literature. Mark Twain was a brilliant author, and the novel is obviously being taught for a reason. I think it portrays the time period and setting quite honestly. The content throughout the novel is appropriate and essential for readers to understand the culture of the time period. Only an individual has the power to control his or her speech. The novel, or any other source for that matter, has nothing to do with it. The novel should be kept in high school curriculums to ensure a mature audience that can handle the content. Although most people won't think twice about banning it, the novel should at least be kept in public access libraries that students may read the book on their own time for personal interest. It's not right that to make something unavailable to someone altogether. Also, I don't think there's anything wrong with the word. It's used differently today than it was in that time period, and people are going to say it whether we like it or not. We can only control ourselves. I'm kind of developing the Russian accent. It's hard reading like fancy person. And if someone thinks it is offensive, then they simply just shouldn't say it.
That's all the time we have for today, folks. Next up, and I say this with the deepest regret, is Conspiracy Theories with Alex Lewis. Was Abraham really a Time Lord? Find out this afternoon. Have a great day, and for the sake of your innocence, really change the channel. Are you recording?